want to do surrogacy, go and make your research about it. Go to the hospitals, go and speak to medical professionals about it. Go and speak to a doctor, professionals that can actually give you advice on the proper way to do things. Doesn't work, yeah, I'm a sad. Hi lovelies, it's your girl Marachi. So as a lover of reality TV shows, so I just thought I actually have to talk about this the new season of the Young Famous and African that just came out, the season 3. For people that watched season 1 and season 2, you know, it came up with, like, we had a lot of drama. It came up with a lot of spice. So it was really spicy and was quite interesting to watch. So when this new one came, I was like, I must be there. So I binge watched it. So I'm not really going to like talk about the whole thing. I'm just going to talk about the cast and the things that actually, the few of the dramas and the things that like are actually happening that we can actually relate to, 1 or 2 things. So yeah, I'm going to talk about how, you know, we all know how season 2 ended when Annie and Swanky, you know, they had a rift and then they settled anyway. And then this new, and we, like, you know, they ended season 2 with, like, Annie was on bad news of almost everyone. And then in season 3, Zuri was actually getting married to the love of her life. And there was this beautiful wedding. She was looking so glamorous and all of that. Our girl Annie, I mean, there's some things you don't say, you just keep quiet sometimes. That is my problem. So I'm going to talk about Annie first. I feel like Annie, she's not really a confrontational person, but I mean, she likes to stir up drama in a way that, you know when you want to fight but you cannot actually fight. I think she's that kind of person. And then she's not really accountable for her actions. She doesn't like to take accountability. She's really, really very defensive. And I feel like she's been through a lot of things, and that situation has really messed her up in a very bad way, and she doesn't know when to stop. Because I mean, I was looking at Zuri, she was looking so glamorous, the dress, I mean, the makeup was popping, everything was all right. The venue, what was wrong with the venue? Why would you say that it looks like the venue of your wedding? Come on, even if it looks like, it wasn't actually the venue of your wedding. But I mean, even if it looked like it, I mean, just keep it to yourself. Someone else's wedding, let them have their moment. It's not about you. I mean, sometimes you could be self-centered. Sometimes it's all about you. It's about someone else. Focus the attention on someone else. And then this thing about us talking about age and all of that is actually very funny. Because what is your business? Someone that decided, okay, I want to go for someone this young. I mean, age is but a number. We find love where we want to find love. I said this thing, I'm still going to contradict myself later on when I'm talking about another interesting personality, interesting character. Anyway, so there was no need for her to talk about, okay, even if I'm thinking that, oh, your partner is young, it's something I'm going to keep inside me. Why are you saying it out to every other person? I understand that we have to, like, she gave us the tea very well in this season. She was one, like, she was the main. I mean, without her, this season it's probably gonna be boring because everyone is trying to, like, you know, but she was one that brought her the, and she did not do it intentionally. I think it's just a kind of person. Talking about the wedding, you know, like, the most ridiculous thing, you were now talking about it in front of our kids. I mean, our kids were literally sitting in front of you guys, and then you had the audacity to say they're in the same age group. Well, she wasn't the only one that said something. Oh, because I mean, they wanted to pick on her, no? Because I remember what's this girl's name, Nadia actually also mentioned, oh, he's young. And for fun, I don't know why I have problem pronouncing that name. Fantana, yeah, that one. That was like, oh, it's actually 23. When someone said, oh, it's 27, it's like, it's 23. She did say that. Nobody saw that one, no, because I mean, Annie is everyone that you can bully, you can talk to anyhow. I feel like that is why everyone went for her. And then another thing that I feel like, why would you do that if you are normal? Is now you had an issue with Nadia in season 2. So why would you, like, start picking a fight. I mean, you decided to talk about the issue of last year at someone else's wedding. Why not wait till after the wedding? For goodness sake, you have the old time with each other. Why did you pick that moment to actually like talk about the issues you had? Like, why? I mean, you and this person that like it was because of swanky. Why would you say that? Okay, Nadia picked side over Swanky. I mean, you and Swanky, you've already like settled. So why are you going back to this cause that you have settled? I understand that some people, it's hard for them to forget things, forgive things. I understand that. But Nadia was not actually your friend originally. I mean, if I have a group of friends, like 4 friends or 3 friends, and then somebody picks someone's side, like I mean, the 3 of us are friends and we had a fight. 2 of us had a fight, and you now pick a side. I might feel a bit somehow and try to talk to you about it. But originally, you are not actually, you are not my friend. I mean, and I've already set score with this one. Why are you fighting again? For goodness sake. You now went to go and do it at someone else's wedding. Ridiculous. I felt like Nadia was a bit, I don't know, maybe they did not really show us what actually happened there. But with what they showed us, I feel like Nadia was like a little bit matured. She didn't really say anything. If someone else, they would have probably like escalated it and it would have probably been a big thing around someone else's day. I'm just gonna talk about Fantana now. Girl, come on. This girl dey for my, I mean, she's such a baddie, fine babe. I mean, set everywhere, right, left and center, front and back. She's so beautiful. She's a very beautiful girl. I understand that girls be like bad boys sometimes, but come on. I mean, there's sometimes when you have to use your sense. Like, everybody is telling you that this is how this guy is, but you're just being delusional. I mean, sometimes we like to feed into our delulu and like to live in the moment and forget about, but bro, you were even sleeping with this. I don't know if you're sleeping with him with a condom, but obviously, why else would you have a pregnancy scare? And then this stupid guy too. It was disappointed you were not pregnant. You were willing to have a baby with that kind of man. Honestly, like, that girl really fell my hand. I could not believe it. Nadia was actually still fighting her battle. Like, no, she was taking a pee, and people were probably like thinking that she's crazy. Why would she be taking someone else's business in her head? I mean, she's a girl's girl, so she's probably looking out for her friend. But the friend that they're looking out for, this matter, it looks like situation when like you are really, really in love and you cannot think. I think that's the problem. I don't know, I'm not gonna say it, but was it that good? Because I don't understand. I don't understand. I mean, you can see, you're not blind. You can see everything, but and then I feel I don't know, Sha. That girl just I don't know. She's please. Hey, talking about Diamond, that man, what all he does is come and make women fight over him and then disappears. That's what he does in season 1, season 2, season 3. Now he have come to do the same thing. This guy, I don't even know what people see anymore. I'm sorry, I'm not a fan. I probably know 1 or 2 of his songs. I can't even remember at the top of my head. I mean, he's a big artist in his country and all of that. Maybe in Africa, I don't know. I think so. But being a big artist does not mean that you should have like, I mean, his personality is disgusting. His behavior is irresponsible. Like me, I don't even think I want to associate myself with someone like that, because must you sleep with everything in skirts? It was so funny when I was watching it. Like, what was about this guy? To be honest, if he was not an artist, if he doesn't have money, I mean, come on, it's not all that. I'm sorry, I'm not body shaming or anything, but it's not all that. Like, I don't get the force. I don't get it. Why that girl is obsessed over him? I don't get it. Somebody that has never, like, because you want to sleep with another woman. I mean, you are there talking about this girl like, oh, you're just shagging. I mean, she's just your bed body, somebody you're just snacking. Come on. I tell everyone, and this stupid girl as well. Ridiculous. And this girl self did not decide to have sense about him and Zuri. I don't know if Zuri, I think I remember Zuri trying to talk about them having a child, like the surrogate thing. I think that was why he mentioned it to Fantana. Then that was actually what caused fight between Zuri and Fantana in season 2. So I think that she actually told him about it. But that guy is just always been funny. Why would you be? He's not a man's man. I mean, I think that you guys, men have a what do they call that thing? A boy code or something that you guys go with, because why would someone in a group that you know that okay, this person in a group is sorry, is, I mean, feeling this person, and then you now decided, you know that this, what's his name, what's, can't remember his name at the top of my head right now, that this guy likes Fantana, but you decided to go, now that girl you decided to go after. Now Kefi has come again, you decided to go after that one as well. I mean, I love that woman, Kefi. She's a girl's girl. I like the fact that she made sure it got caught. If it was somebody that had sense, that girl, she should have known from that. She should have acted and stopped talking to that guy. But she was still gonna be laughing. She's still gonna be laughing with him. I don't blame her, Sha, because sometimes when you're in love, you don't have sense to think. I think that's what is happening with Fantana. Kafile, I think it's Kafili. Kefi, I think it's Kafili, I don't know. Anyway, I think she added a little bit of spice in her own way. I mean, talking about she was vulnerable, talking about us separating with her husband. This woman legit said, I'm gonna be married as much as I want. I'm gonna be divorced as much as I want. Anyways, nobody's business. But I mean, that woman has a great fashion sense. She can dress 100. I think I also like that she tried to like be there for Annie. Try not to, you know, some people, when you have a perception about them, like you've heard says things that every other person have to say, and she did not actually let that, like, she did not project that towards Annie. She waited for them to actually have a one-to-one, engage with each other, and then like have her own projection rather than whatever every other person was saying about her. I think that's really a beautiful thing that she did there, and it's actually very matured of her to do. Okay, now I'm just gonna talk about Zuriana. I mean, that woman is absolutely beautiful, gorgeous woman, successful, and I mean, I love that she's got great things going on for her. But I think that she's someone that she's sometimes could be a very nice person, and because there are so many times she gave Annie chances to redeem herself and all of that. But Annie been honey, you know. But at the same time, I think Zuri is an instigator. She stirs up drama and then pretends like she did not do anything. I think that she got threatened by Kefi. I think she got threatened by her. I mean, they're both beautiful women, and people like Zuri, you know that, you know, when you're beautiful, it's not every beautiful person that does this. Some beautiful people, they just want to be the only one at the center of attraction. They just want to be the only thing you're talking about. I mean, it just has to be about them. Like, it's all about me and nobody else. So I think Zuri is like that. She might not know it, but I mean, that's just my own perception. That's what I think. So she was a bit threatened by Kefi, but Kefi did wrong as well. When she came into our wedding, why would you walk? I mean, I don't know if it's the angle of the camera or the editing and all of that, but with the way it was projected, that we saw it. You felt like, oh, she went into the moment and all of that. I mean, it's really special day, so it's a bit understandable if you feel like, oh, this person is trying to steal my moment and all of that. But girl, no one was trying to steal your moment. So I felt like, okay, she had added in for Kefi since that day. She wasn't, I mean, they talked about it, and then that one apologized and all of that. I mean, that's what mature people do. You talk about your problems, and then that is it. But this woman was not actually ready to let go, because she still had it in now. Maybe it's just the drama queen in her that just wanted to fight. Because I feel like Zuri has a way of, when Kafile was sharing her story about her husband and her separation and all, it wasn't, I mean, Zuri on the bus in the safari, when the way Zuri started very empathetic, like, you could, I mean, in my mind I was like, oh, this is very nice of this woman. The way she started everything, you would not know the ending was gonna be a banger. The way she said it, she was like, oh, I can relate to it, my first husband, this and that, blah blah blah. I mean, the lady was already like almost tearing up, like, oh, there's a woman that can relate to what I've been through. But guess what, she just came to a banger. I felt like Zuri googled this lady. I felt like she went on. Imagine her saying that she had a fake wedding. Come on, girl. Come on. I mean, I'm not saying she had. I don't know. Even if she had a fake wedding, it's none of your business. It's not. But this woman said she don't have a fake wedding. Let her breathe. At that moment, you're trying to be empathetic, but why bring that up? Why would you decide to add that? It's not because you're looking for problem. You're looking for trouble. But I think that's. I mean, Zuri should. I felt like, I don't know. I mean, she tried. At least she did good things as well. She brought Swanky and Annie together to like settle their differences and all of that, which is a good thing. And that was banned Shakib. That guy is one of my favorites, to be honest. I feel like it's the calm to our storm. It's the calm to the storm. I mean, we have partners that like, So, but the way this guy does, it looks like someone that has sense, and he talks like in a subtle. There's a way he talks, and when I feel like it's really it's really not it for. I mean, there's no way I would know if he's the perfect person for her, but honestly, I felt like she's too much for him. That's what I think, in my own opinion. But she, like I said, it's calm to a storm. He brings, and I felt like was a bit insecure. I would be too if my partner, if my wife has 2 kids with a man or a woman that I know that, oh, it's probably, I mean, there's still probably likeness, if not love, between people that have kids between each other. I mean, they're stuck with each other forever, and there's nothing they can do about that. But it was a bit insecure. I like that it spoke to Diamond about it and all of that, but cannot trust that Diamond guy. I'm not really a fan, I'm sorry. So I don't really have any good thing to say about the guy. So he was just a little bit insecure, which I feel is understandable. And then when he followed this guy to whatever rubbish he was doing, the way he was just eliminating all those girls, good job. I mean, if they cannot have sense, you at least you let them have sense more. And then what am I gonna be talking about next? Nadia, the beautiful Nadia. I feel like I just like Nadia naturally. She's form of beauty, and I like that she stands up for her friends. She stands up for herself, and I mean, she's not someone you can just bully. And then she was going through a lot, so that she lost her partner, and she was going through a lot, but she wasn't really using that to, to affect other people. We go through things differently, obviously, but at the same time, she handled it well, even though sometimes even people that like act like that, okay, she was one of those people. I believe that she's one of those people like acts that they are fine and they're not actually fine. People that like carry other people's business. And I like the way she carried Fantana, because they called her Fanta. So Fantana's business in her head, like she was trying to so hard for this girl to see, but she was too blind. That girl was driving me nuts. I wanted to say, come on, open your eyes. The way Nadia was fighting for, and you were still finding this man. I believe that you were being diplomatic then when you were not sure that you were pregnant or not. I mean, why was it even taking forever for her to get a pregnancy test? I felt like it was just part of the old show thing. Nadia was busy fighting battles for Fantana, and that one was siding man. And then I felt like she did not. I mean, we cannot really tell people how to deal with other people, but I felt like Nadia should have given Annie a chance. I feel really bad for Annie. I felt like I've been through a lot, so that a lot is making her. But Annie's unbelievable. But that a lot, you get. Understand that Nadia was pissed that people were trying to make excuses for Annie's behavior. She was really pissed. Like she went on a foolish talking about her. She almost like I'm talking about people were like siding Annie's behavior, giving excuses for her, making excuses for her, and all of that. I get that, but I believe that we all deserve second, third, fourth chances. But my girl was not having that. I just love Nadia, to be honest. She has my heart. I just love her. Yeah. So, and then she also she was one, I mean, her fashion sense, her body, everything. Her fashion sense is 100 as well. What else have I not talked about? Swanky, our own golden boy. I like his fashion sense. I mean, I think it walks the runway. I think so, because he's a fashion icon, and sometimes I think that he does too much. Oh, I mean, it's not like, I mean, is a person's person, if you get what I mean, which can be a bit too much sometimes. Like, let me fight my own battle. What? Let your friend fight their battle. Why are you fighting for your friend? But I mean, we all want friends that will fight for us, right? So I think Swanky is just a very like person that, okay, you cannot bully my friend. I mean, he's always one bringing new people to the group and all, and I'm so grateful for him for bringing my goddess Iniedo to the show. I love that woman. Anyway, so we're still talking about Swanky. I don't know how long he's been friends. He said it's over a decade with Annie, and he felt probably really betrayed about the fallout, because why would you talk about people behind their back when you have made up your friend from home? Come on, there should be a loyalty somewhere. Annie really effed up. She really did, and I think she needs to work on herself. She needs like therapy before she goes for the next season. I hope there's one. Of course there's one before she comes next year, which is very far. But before she comes, she should actually go for therapy. Every one of them, even Swanky, every one of them needs therapy. And Swanky is just an interesting personality. He fights for his friends. He had teas, the fashion thing, and all of that. I mean, he's a great guy. So I'm not gonna talk too much about him. Didn't really have a lot of drama this year. It was just he's not really a dramatic guy. It was just his fallout with Annie, and they made up like they always do, which is good. Shows that he's a matured person. The surrogacy guy, what's his name again? Honestly, I can't seem to remember his name right now at the top of my head, which is funny. Anyway, I can't remember his name, but we all know the surrogacy guy. I feel like I understand that he fell out with his family, which is a disheartening thing. I mean, so I believe that it's something that has been affecting him all these years. There is no had communication with his family because they decide to choose, over him. So I feel like it's not at peace yet with the fact that his family are not like relating with him anymore. And I think because of that, he's really keen on starting his own family, regardless of how he's able to do that. He has been talking about this surrogacy thing since season 1, and I think that this guy needs to stop. If you want to do surrogacy, go and make your research about it. Go to the hospitals, go and speak to medical professionals about it. Go and speak to a doctor, professionals that can actually give you advice on the proper way to do things. People don't want to talk about things that they don't want to talk about. Why would everywhere you're talking about? I wish I remember this guy's name. Everywhere you're always talking about surrogacy. Come on, the most demeaning thing that this guy did. You know, assembled women, those women that if you turn up, they don't have sense. You know, assembled women to come and vet them out to see if they are fit to like a plan B. Because okay, you say in your mind, you said, okay, you're not gonna go with the surrogacy thing again, but if you want to have a plan B. I know that things don't always go the way we want, and some life throws things at us. Yeah, so it's good to have a plan B. But your plan B is not to assemble women, 4-5 women, to come and for people to vet. So I felt like that was the straw of it for me, because what would you do that? Why? It was ridiculous. It was demeaning. I wasn't there. Watching it was, I was foiling. I was mad. Why would someone do something like that? Anyway, that's what I don't like. And I like that this Shakib guy tried to, like, even though he still sat there to support his friend, sometimes he support our friends' stupid decisions, right? That's what makes us friends. Even though you want them to see that their decisions are stupid. But I feel like I'm still gonna forgive that Shakib guy. But anyway, so but also I felt like in the first and second season, it was someone they could walk over. This season, I think he tried to work on himself and didn't want people to talk over him and all. That's why he had a fight with Fantana. And the good thing I like about this guy, it's not all bad thing. The good thing is someone that is able to reflect on things that he has done. He's able to like think about it and say, oh, this is what I have done wrong, this is what I have done right, which is a very great trait that every human must have. You should be able to reflect on your experiences and things that you like, oh, that you have done, which is what this guy have done. And I mean, so proud of him for that. It's a good trait. You should maintain it, but you need to wisen up. It's 30. You need to be wiser. That you don't, I mean, if you don't know someone one-to-one, if you have not had a personal talk with someone about something, you have to talk to me about something first to see if I'm comfortable with it. Just don't ask things. I don't know, but I mean, as a West African, we just don't directly talk to people anyhow like that. We still try to be diplomatic about things. So I felt like that wasn't really nice enough for the guy. But overall, the guy was good. It was okay. I'm talking about Kaylee and Aman. I feel like she's a fine babe. But she's a very patient babe. I mean, I feel like she's real. She doesn't take what she doesn't want to take with her friends. And she doesn't, if she doesn't want bullshit, she doesn't want bullshit. She just like leaves the room and all of that. And she's friend with who she wants to be friend with. Even when her man lied, she wasn't really supportive of the lie. But guy, that man, you have been in a relationship with someone for over 4 years and you're not sure if you want to marry the person. What are you doing with the person? And that's the funny thing about men. You know that this is what this girl wants, yeah? You know. But you're saying she's not happy. Of course but you're saying she's happy. Someone says she's not happy. Every other one around and knows that, okay, she's not happy. Because it's not like she's not happy with you. She's happy with you, but she's not happy with the situation. She's not happy with... Happiness is subjective. It's not tied to one thing. I can be happy with you, but I'm not happy with you, if you get what I mean. I don't know how to explain that situation, but it's just so I feel like men, and what's his name? I don't know why I'm forgetting this man's name. DJ Naked, yeah, Naked should do better. I'm happy he has proposed, but I'm fearing that by the end of the next season, this guy is not married. He's going to make her a Lord of the Rings, because he looks like that kind of man that is going to keep her. Anyway, overall, he's actually a cool guy. It's just probably because of his past. Like, I'm not gonna negate his or act oblivion of his past experiences, but I feel like when you let your past experiences control your future, it is very bad. Because that girl will not remain there for the rest of their life, waiting on you to take decisions. Imagine the audacity saying that the girl should propose. Men, sha. And what I don't like about this guy, the fact that he's always supporting Diamond's shenanigans. I feel like he's the things he cannot do. He's living his frivolity. What he would like to do, he's living it through Diamond. I mean, this way somebody's committed to the person. So because of that, he's living his fantasy. That's the word. He's living his fantasy with Diamond. So I mean, people, when your friends are making bad decisions, or when they are doing things that you obviously know is wrong, I don't think we should support those things. Like Diamond's behavior, disgusting. Anyway, finally, I'm gonna talk about my darling Iniedo, my goddess. I've loved this woman since I was like 8 or 9. The first time I saw her, I think I was in GSS 1. I think I was 9. I don't know. I was in GSS 1 anyway. And then I saw this magazine, Int magazine. You know, they talk about gossip and all of that. And so a picture was right there with Genevieve's picture. I was like, who is this gorgeous woman? Guess what? I think it was 100 naira or 200 naira at that time. So I bought this magazine because I love the woman in front of it. My father does not allow us to watch movies. So I mean, when we were younger, so there was no way I would have watched Iniedo's movie. But when I saw her in the magazine, I was interested in knowing who she was. And I'm glad I was able to. I mean, I read her story in the Int magazine. I'm such a fan. So she can do no wrong in my eyes. I'm sorry. And I love the intro parts when they brought her in. You know the song they used, the Emperor, the Conqueror, the Champion is here. I was like, And she really, really did great. Matured. She showed us class. Like, I like that she tried to avoid drama as much as she could, but drama could not avoid her. I mean, we all just sit down somewhere and then drama will come to find some of us here. I think that's something about Iniedo. But she tried to deal with it in the way she could deal with it. And one thing I'm actually going to applaud her for, she said she was not going to sit down for that guy to demean women, which is great. I mean, it was even me. I cannot sit down there, but I know that some people probably just want to sit there. I mean, it might not be anything to them, but the fact that she said, no, I am not in for this, I am not doing this, I was like, I know they stand nonsense. I know they stand rubbish. I was so proud of her for that. And the fact that when the guy apologized, she was able to let go, like, fast. Like, it shows that she's really a matured woman, and I'm so proud of her. I'm a loyal fan. I mean, I know, right? So anyway, overall, it was a great season. I don't know if I've talked about everybody, to be honest. Let me see. Diamond, Fantana, surrogacy guy, I'm sorry, I can't remember his name. Naked, Nadia, Iniedo. Oh, the last but not the least, Kanye. I feel like we all need a Kanye in our lives, to be honest. The way she shows up, she wasn't really in the season this time. I guess she just got her own thing to deal with. But the way she showed up for her friend, I love that about her. And then she was the only one that was able to talk sense into that guy's head, naked head, skull, deep down to his core. So I mean, we are grateful. The girls are grateful to her for that. Anyway, that's my, it's not like a review, Sha, but I just needed to yap about it, honestly. I feel like I just need to talk because I mean when I watch shows like this, I just want to show different emotions as I'm watching it. And I can't keep them to myself. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully I'm gonna see you in another video. Thank you very much. I remember Marachi. Thank you. Bye.